Hello, I'm John, and today we're working on a 1966 Cadillac with a 429 engine. First we have to do is change the rear main seal because it's leaking terribly. But to do this, you must jack the car up at least a foot on each side, safely with jack stands. That's both sides. After the car is safely supported, what you want to do is get an engine brace and properly brace the motor across, because you're going to be hanging the motor. You want to make sure you can get the pan down with everything out of the way. Once we have it up and hooked up, we remove the motor mount bolts. There's two bolts. There's one in this hole, and there's one on the opposite side of the frame in another hole right here. Take the two bolts out, raise the motor, come underneath the car, remove the starter. The starter will be here. Remove the bell housing cover. Remove the oil pan. We already replaced the motor mount since we had it jacked up. Here we have our rear main cap. This bolts onto the motor, to the lower part of the engine. These are the main studs that bolt to the girdle of the motor. And this is the rear main seal here, located inside of the cap. This is the old seal. See how hard it is? It no longer has any pliability. What we did is remove this from the cap and installed our new seal here from Best Gasket, because they make the best products. This seal here has a revised formula of rubber that'll even outlast the old type of seal. So it's an updated seal. You have to remember to put the lip in, facing inwards. There's a little lip inside. See it? See how soft that is? That's nice and soft. Wow. Look how hard this one is. This is terrible. Look at that. It's almost hard as a rock. That's where the oil leaks past the journal and goes out back past the transmission pan. Once we have the seal here installed in our cap, we would like to come underneath the car and remove this seal right here. That's in the other part. See, this is a two-piece seal. What happens is you slide this old one out of that seal, get it out with a screwdriver, you push it out. It's hard as a rock, it'll come out. And if you have to move the bell housing bolts, we'll have to move the bell housing a little, you can do that as well. But make sure the seal goes inwards towards the motor, the lip, when you take the old one out and you install the new one. This cap will go back onto this journal, like so, and that'll be the end of our oil leak. Here we'll clean all this up. The oil pan area, we'll paint our oil pan. We'll install new gaskets, and we'll drop it down, and we'll put the headers on the car. We have the headers off. We even had the steering linkage down. You have to take the steering linkage down, out, and move it away from the car so you can drop the pan down out of the way as well. And that's me, John, and that's the 66 Cadillac rear main seal change.